Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of the channel and my members. Thank you very much for your continued support in this direction of transparency and moral courage and physical courage. Two biggest contributes I think most people should have. You should always have courage to do the right thing, yeah, even if it's unpopular. Anyway, it is Friday. Thank Crunchy. Nearly said fuck. Thank Crunchy, it's Friday. Friday, the weekend, the 8th of November. It's Remembrance Weekend, actually. Hence the little puppy. Yeah. What a 24 hours. You're probably noticing I've got a little bit of red rash. You should now know, I tell you, it's through stress. Yesterday I had, well, I want to point this out. A big thank you to West Yorkshire Police for the phone call yesterday and taking my statement and progressing forward to what I would call justice. So there we go. I keep telling people, I don't know why they do it, but please, listen, life is short. It's not that long. You may think it is, but it's not. We're all here for a short time. People, I mean, I'm at a funeral on Monday, actually, an ex-colonel, friend of mine, Dawson. My partner's at a funeral today with someone that listen, life's too short. Don't spew out hate. Because if you go after people and you just post hate, it comes back to bite you on the ass. It's called karma. And I make it quite clear to anyone. If you've, I don't know what else I have to say to people. If you've posted shit out there which is wrong, it's libel, I'm going to get you. I've spent the last couple of years putting things together. I've got this community. I have 156,000 people that watch me. Not all of them are fans. Some of them are probably haters. But the majority of them send me emails. I see everything. I've already downloaded all photographs and stuff. Just don't do it. It's not worth your time in prison. It's not worth losing your home when you get sued. It's not worth losing your flash car or your fancy motorbike. It's not worth losing your family over your hate. Just don't do it. You don't get a free ride in life. You have to work for everything. Most of you know that. I'm just saying. If I turn up to court and I'm watching, I turn up to watch in a public gallery, I don't expect to be abused and insulted on CCTV with audio, with witnesses. It's a crime. Just don't do it. Get on with your life. Get off the internet if you can't deal with it. If you can't deal with it. God. Anyway, there we go. Right. Yesterday, I mentioned about the UK Foreign Secretary, David Lammy. And right now, he's backpedaling like hell. He's saying, well, it was in the past. It's not in the past. Keir Starmer, he's coming out. He's came out going, no, I won't stand down. I won't stand down. Keir Starmer's under extreme pressure. I know he is. Yes, US delegates are saying, I'm sorry, he's crossed the line and we will not be dealing with him. He's crossed the line. What he's accused our president-elect of has been shocking. You've called him a Nazi. You've called him all these different things. You called him a tyrant and a two-pin. Listen, it's not being forgot about. Donald Trump is coming back. And I'm telling you now, with vengeance. And anyone who has shit all over him in the last 4 years, or put allegations in about him, or listen, he won't let bygones be bygones. Honestly. It's strange, but there we go, people. I did say yesterday, and it's happening. We will see. But Keir Starmer's under pressure now to replace David Lammy. From his own, from people in his own party. Yes, I know David Lammy's given it that. No. What I said, it was years ago. I've changed. You haven't changed. You're a lunatic. You're like a male Diane Abbott. That's what you are. What could go wrong? Stick him in as Chancellor. Watch the figures fall apart. Yep. Yeah. And bad news has come in this morning about a farmer in, is it South Yorkshire? I think it's South Yorkshire, who has taken his life. But he panicked and he started to put plans in place about how he could save his farm for his family because of this new inheritance tax, and then he took his life, and that's quite sad. Extremely sad that this has affected people, but it's affected people up and down the country with this nonsense put in by our Chancellor. It is sad, but... And Prince William, by the way, on his visit to Cape Town, did a little interview in Cape Town. And he happened to mention for the first time, I think we all knew this. We all knew this, but sometimes you don't, sometimes you can think you know something, but it's not until that person actually confirms it, you go, wow. Well, he has confirmed it. He said that he's just had the most horrendous and horrible time in his whole life. This year has been the worst year in his life, with the diagnosis of his wife's illness and his father's illness. And I'm sure that little prick of a brother didn't help, did he? Yes, didn't help at all. But yeah, we all knew that. I think he's going to make a great king. Just my opinion. I just believe he will. He is so grounded. It's hard to say that. In my opinion, he's very grounded. We see he's very grounded. But I'm sure that, you know, being born into a billionaire's family with everything at your fingertips will sort of, in my opinion, make you a little bit entitled. Of course it is, though, but surely that's normal. I mean, if you're born in your first day, and everything's there, everywhere you go smells of fresh paint and clean and roses and flowers, and the cars are spotless and brand new. You never get to see second hand. Is like, what, second hand? You probably don't even know what the word second hand is. Do you know what I mean? It's just that I'm sure. And I was going off on a tangent there. Forget about that. But as you've been watching many, many YouTube channels, I'm sure you've all come to the same conclusion. And I will mention it. Harry and Meghan are shitting themselves because President-elect Trump has got in. In the past, he has stated that he will let the public see the visa papers. So maybe that's why, at the minute, there's panicking and there's the potential move to Portugal, to buy a house in Portugal. Because if you buy a house in Portugal and you get out of the US, you then think that maybe President-elect Trump and the Trump administration won't release your credentials to see that you entered their country illegally, having already admitted taking drugs in a book in your biography. So yeah, I think it's a smart move on their behalf. It may be a smart move on their behalf to leave the US, but it will confirm to the world that he's a drug taker. There we go. Yeah. Now, I know that my own nation, the United Kingdom, let's call it, I know that we have a weak Prime Minister, probably the worst Prime Minister ever, the worst cabinet ever, the most uneducated, think of that word, the most uneducated idiots in government we've ever had. And I want to point this out, and please do your own research to confirm this. The UK's Labour, right now the Education Secretary has made this statement. Go and check it out. She stated, and I quote, "Schools should stop focusing on exam results and spend more time making pupils feel like they fit in." What? She's the Education Secretary and she's telling schools to stop worrying about exam results and to make sure that pupils feel happy at school? She, in my opinion, should be called the uneducated secretary. That is the most stupidest, ludicrous thing that anyone could say. I mean, it just goes to prove that they shouldn't be in power. They are imbeciles. Imbeciles. I was going to say she's retarded, but that would come across as a bit strong. I think I just said it anyway without saying it, didn't I? And it doesn't matter. There we go. And by the way, for those of you out there that hate Donald Trump, I'm laughing in your faces. I am. Because guess what? Guess what? Up until he got elected, not a single country gave a damn about trying to end the Russia-Ukraine war. No one cared. It was all about send them money, send them aid, send them guns, send them weapons, send them missiles, send them tanks, send them planes, send them drones. Oh yeah, well guess what? Now, is this a coincidence? Is this a coincidence? The British Army, there's now stories in the paper, could lead, they're now saying the British Army could lead a multinational task force to Ukraine to help bring around the end of this war. Wow, I wonder what triggered that. I wonder what triggered the UK leading a task force out there to bring about the end of the Ukraine and Russian war. I wonder what triggered that. Self-explanatory. Trump's going to be in the seat and he doesn't want the war. He has stated in the past, I don't care if you call him a Putin friend, I don't give a shit. I'd rather, do you know what? True. I'd rather have the Russian president as a friend than an enemy. Does that not make sense? Of course it does. So he did say that he was sick of people dying on both sides and he wanted to put a stop to it. He's the only leader that said it. Biden at the minute is trying to rush through $9 billion worth of military aid to Ukraine. Yeah, wonder who's going to benefit from that. Many senators. There we go. But there is a wow. I seen it. I heard it. I heard a speech from President-elect Donald J. Trump. And his speech was this. When he gets into office, he's going to deport every illegal in his country. If they come back, they will get an automatic 10-year jail sentence without parole. Now, this one blew my mind when he said it. If any illegal kills an American citizen or a member of American law enforcement, they will get the death penalty. That's what he said. Go and research it. Go and look today and find it. He said it. I mean, he is setting a precedence. Wow. Wow. There we go. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for sticking with my channel. Remember, Christmas is just around the corner. Order Exploitation or First Into Science. Make a great little stocking filler. Have a wonderful day, everyone. To Chrissy, would like to point out that I received an email from Ellie Here Hearing Aids yesterday. And I have a tracking number. Your hearing aid is on its way to you. Please let me know when you get it by either sending me an email or a picture. Send me a picture holding it and I'll put it on my community page and I'll let people see that you have received it. Other than that, people, have a wonderful day. Let's hope that Remembrance Parade in London goes peacefully without demonstrations for nonsense. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day and remember, stay safe and yeah, future looks bright. Future's ginger. Take care.